Know that he is a New York Times best-selling author, tremendous book, by the way. He's host of a TV series called Rock and Roll Road Trip with Sammy Hagar. It's absolutely wonderful. The syndicated radio show Sammy Hagar's Top Rock Countdown is a successful restaurateur and spirits entrepreneur. He turned his love, I love this part the most, he turned his love for Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, and handcrafted tequila into an empire. With the Cabo Wabo brand of cantinas and tequila, he and Adam Levine are set for similar success as partners in their just launched Mezquila Santo. Ladies and gentlemen, Sammy Hagar.
People get the wrong idea. Don't get the wrong idea. That was fake smoke.
Thanks for coming. Obviously, brother. Yeah. Thanks for coming out.
Well, I brought my sunglasses in case I was going to be a rock star like my man over here. There you go. There they are. Hi, folks.
Come on, man. Yeah. Sammy, thanks for joining us, brother.
Thanks for inviting me.
We're having you, obviously, tonight. We're excited about that. I mean, the music is one thing, but we're so curious, man, about your businesses. Tell us about your entrepreneurship. How did you get into the business world? And I mean, this thing's crazy.
It is crazy because I grew up, very poor. I'm not crying to blues anybody now, but I was poor, And my mom struggled with 4 kids, single mom. And my mom always told me when I got in the music business, she said, oh, that's a rough time, people end up drug addicts and alcoholics and they all end up broke. She convinced me that, that you're gonna have this little short window, you're gonna make a lot of money if you make it, and then you're gonna spend it all and be broke. So she said, you gotta invest your money. I'm talking about when I was, 10, 11 years old trying to play guitar, and she really convinced me that, I better save my money and I better do something with it. So I've got a high school education. I don't have any further business knowledge of any kind. But to me, business is creativity. It's just like writing a song. So I'm a creative person. I've been writing songs and music my whole life. So coming up with a good idea of what people want is really simple for me. It's really, my luckiest part of being success in business to me is about finding the right guy to run it. I've got the idea and I've got the money to back it. I don't take on investors with any of my companies. I either have a partner or we do it ourselves. And it's really about who runs it. And I'm just an idea guy. And I think that's been the success, that I have good people like Marco Monroy, my partner with the Mezquila and with Cabo Wabo. And he pretty much runs the business, and I just stay creative. Hey, what if we did this? What if we did that? And my fan base is pretty loyal, so we get a good.
Okay, we're going to take some questions from the crowd, but before we do,
absolutely,
real quick or long, whatever you want. Tell us about Cabo Wabo. How did that tequila happen? How did you get the idea? It's amazing, the story.
Well, it's classic because it's right down that creative line. I was living in Cabo San Lucas back in 1981, 82, and it was all dirt roads. And on Sunday morning, I used to go to this taco stand. It was my favorite taco stand for breakfast burritos, right? And 9:30, 10 o'clock, that's morning for me. And I was driving to one Sunday down a dirt road, about 84, 85, and I saw a guy staggering into a barbed wire fence, and his pants were ripped, shirt was ripped, had one shoe on. He was actually cut up, bleeding, not bad, but he kept bouncing off a barbed wire fence, staggered out to the middle of the road, a local guy, back into the fence, and I couldn't get around him. I said, look at this guy, he's doing the Cabo Wabo. And I laughed, and the person I was with laughed. And then I said it again later, and then I took a pencil and a paper after breakfast, and I wrote the lyrics, And I called up Eddie Van Halen. We were just starting to work on the first 5150 record. And I said, it was on the next album, but I said, man, I got this thing. Took us about a year before the light came on, and he went, oh yeah, like a riff like this. And yeah. And we wrote the song. And then I said, I'm going to build a bar down here. And everybody said, you're completely crazy. There's no electricity downtown at that time. No telephones, nothing. And I built the Cabo Wabo with my partner Marco Monroy, who is still my partner, and
amazing.
It just happened.
So cool.
Like I'm telling you, it wasn't not genius. It was purely just passion. I want to do this. Everybody said you're crazy. No, I want to do this, and I'm gonna do it. Right? I got the money. I'm gonna do it. And a few $100 million later,
And they built it, and it was way bigger than you thought, right?
Oh yeah.
Didn't they mess up some? I saw live from Daryl's house. You were talking about how the plan was one thing and then it ended up being another. Or?
I was in square feet. My architect partner Marco was in square meters. 3 times basically the size of what I thought it was going to be. I was looking at a little tequila bar, and
And it turned out okay.
Yeah. Thank God.